I'm Heidi Peterson, in-house legal counsel with MNAR. I just want to go over some of the major form changes we have that have been released as of Saturday, August 1st. The first major form I want to go over is purchase agreement. There's 3 changes to that. The first being we've added business days, calculation of days, and final acceptance as definitions to that agreement. The second change would be that to basically the section that talks about the sewage treatment system. And we have added the word subsurface to that, which is legislatively mandated. To that, we've added that the seller must disclose that if they have that system on their property and there is not a state permit required, then they need to use a subsurface system disclosure statement, which is required for any seller that has it on their property. The third change is actually that the seller now needs to pay all taxes made in the year of closing that are due in that year and all prior years, including interest and penalties. That's basically it for the purchase agreement. The second document I'm thinking is the arbitration agreement, which has changed from CAS to NCDS. NCDS stands for National Center for Dispute Settlement. This is an entity change, and it changed throughout the entire document. The third document is a seller's disclosure statement, which we have made 2 changes to. The first is that the seller must disclose whether the minimum lot requirements are met for the local government ordinance standards if their property abuts a lake, river, or stream. If they don't know, or if it's unknown, they need to contact a local zoning authority. We've also added the carbon monoxide detector to Section D of that statement, as well as a notice which just reiterates the law, stating that all detectors now have to be located 15 feet from all sleeping rooms. The subsurface sewage treatment disclosure statement is the next document, and there the seller just needs to disclose whether that system is a straight pipe system, and also they have to disclose to the buyer what they know about the compliance of that system, and they need to attach any inspection reports previously in their possession or handed to them that are now in their possession to that disclosure statement. The next document is the exclusive right to sell listing contract, which just makes a reference to the new document called the Internet Display Options Form, which really is related to VOW policy. Within this document, we now state, as previously stated, it was that the seller needed to talk about whether they were going to post any MLS input data onto the internet websites. This now includes sold information, which is limited to this new form, the Internet Display Options Form. Under that statement, we now have an acknowledgement, which just states that the seller has now received and reviewed that statement in its entirety. The last document is this new form, the Internet Options Display Form. And that just has 4 options a seller can look at and decide for themselves what it is they want displayed and how much information. The first option includes whether they want their information to be displayed to internet websites, which include property listing data. If they state no to this, they must sign the form and not go on with options 2 through 4. If they state yes, then obviously they will need to complete options 2 through 4. The second option just also talks about display and states whether they want their address to be displayed on those other internet websites they've already agreed to. The third and fourth talk about VOW. The third states whether they want an automated valuation to be included on their listing on the VOW. And the fourth talks about whether they want comments which are not included of their broker, anyone else commenting on this listing, to be included on the VOW as well. Those are the main changes to our forms. If you have any other questions, you can visit our website. We have all the highlighted changes to the forms on there, as well as an e-resource. Hopefully this helps you in the future, and I just ask you to use the current forms as we've released them today. Thanks.